I'm Ande Welling. I work as a psychotherapist and an expressive arts therapist, and I also offer consultation and coaching practices or experiences. And I found the BSE skills to be very helpful. I think that I first found them when I was in grad school. I don't know that I had the capacity to actually dive into them and really understand what they meant, but I do know that it gave me kind of like a foot on the ground. So I read them and it sort of helped me make sense of like, wow, okay, this is what's happening. Because before grad school, I didn't know that I had a trauma history. It's like I was in grad school in my internship, and all of a sudden everything like opened up. And so it's interesting to think back of how even just reading, reading I think it was one of your very first manuals, kind of gave me like food for my little left hemisphere, my need to know what was happening. And I think over time helped me build the capacity then to be able to dive in deeper to the different skills and be able to understand how to work with a little trauma bubble and slow it down and differentiate, the facts from the feelings and the thoughts and sensations and the parallel lives. Like I really feel like maybe it was just enough information to scaffold what I needed to then eventually be able to do the deeper healing work. And I think one of my favorite skills is the parallel lives. I think that's helped me in terms of viewing what was happening through a lens of compassion and grace and giving me a little bit of space to understand, like, okay, what's happening now is relevant to what's happening now. I think that's important that there's needs in the present moment, but that also that it can be rooted in these time capsules in the past. So that's been helpful for me. And I think for my clients, I notice that all the time, that especially with, the shame that comes with trauma and the self like blame and judgment. And so just being able to kind of frame that in a way of like, wow, okay, this is what happened and this is what happened then. And that then this was a brilliant reaction to what you needed to do at the time. Like totally brilliant, which I think makes all the difference to look at like our nervous systems and our bodies and our brains are always trying to do what they need to do. And when they come online, that's absolutely what had to happen. And then now in the present moment, maybe we have a little more resources and a little more capacity to do things differently. So there you go. I'm excited to be here.